The scariest thing for the ego to do in the face of adversity is to surrender. Because that would mean giving up the game. It would mean the end of the separate sense of self. Herein lies the biggest challenge for humanity to overcome, and this is where our story begins. We live in a hyper-competitive world that is constantly changing and evolving, and it's easy to feel like we're never enough. We're bombarded with messages that tell us we need to be successful, rich, beautiful, and popular. It's easy to forget that the real purpose of life is to grow, to become the best version of ourselves. We're constantly comparing ourselves to others to see how we fit into this crazy world. But in doing this, we've relied upon the mind to make up a value judgment based upon our conditioning and the value we feel that we offer out into the world to determine our self-worth and also where we fit in. But this is where the problem lies. This life is one of self-discovery, a journey of learning, so that you may master yourself and understand through that process the nature of existence itself. So please don't believe that if your life is not going the way that society believes it should go, or you believe that it should go, that you're not enough. Perhaps you're not made for an inner city career. Perhaps you're made with the potentiality for ultimate liberation in you, and that requires a very different path. So don't fret. Seek the kingdom of God first, and everything else you want will be handed on to you. Now, I'm not a Christian, but these teachings, they're strong, and in my experience, they're real. As we embark on this journey, we're bound to face challenges that are going to test our character. And these challenges, they may come in the form of failures. They may come in the form of disappointments and perhaps even humiliation. We may feel like giving up or that we're not good enough, But what if I told you that these experiences are in fact essential for your growth? What if I told you that perhaps you need to break down to break through? Hi, I'm Jamie and I run the yogic tradition. I used to be a trainee lawyer, so I know about the rat race, and I gave it all up. The money, the seeming certainty after a spiritual awakening a number of years ago. Since then, we've built a school for higher education and spiritual development, and we've helped hundreds of aspirants navigate the confusion and the tough challenges of a spiritual awakening by giving people the proven structure, practices to make their awakening a joy instead of a fight. And if you want to see exactly how we do that, you can watch our free training series down below. Now, we know the spiritual journey is tough, but when things aren't going well, they may actually be going perfectly. See, life can deal us lethal blows that shatter our identity and leave us feeling lost and broken. But what if I told you that this could be your biggest gift that's yet to be unwrapped? Life is an experiential school for your highest development, and life wants you to realize the true nature of yourself beyond the mind. It's always had a way, life, of wearing down the mind so that we can begin to see who we truly are. It wants us to remember the eternal nature of ourselves, and this is the most beautiful love story that life could have ever provided us. It's a journey of loss, yes, but we only lose that which is causing suffering in our lives, the separate identity, and when done properly, you'll love it. As we let go of our identity and the stories that we tell ourselves about who we are, we begin to experience viscerally, in a feeling way, our true nature. We start to see that we're not separate from the world around us. We never have been, but that we're all deeply interconnected. We start to see the beauty in every moment for no reason sometimes, and we begin to start to get a sense of peace and purpose, perhaps beyond what we ever thought was possible. Listen, sometimes we need to spend certain amounts of time under certain amounts of pressure. All life requires for us to do is our sadhana. All that life wants for you is for you to grow into the strongest version of who you're called to be. It's calling up a deeper and improved manifestation of us to be used as an instrument for service. Now, your sadhana will no doubt give you the audacity to keep putting one foot in front of the other on this path, even when things get rough. But remember, this too shall pass. When you've made your life about liberation and freedom, nothing, and I mean nothing, can stand in your way, as every action in alignment with that bhakti or that desire will be freeing you from that which is causing the pain, the bondage, the identity, the misunderstandings about this life that we have. But this creates a deep sense of humility in time over in ourselves, and it opens us up to an immense amount of grace. You start to see that the challenges you faced and are facing are not obstacles, but they're opportunities to be moved through. And everything, every experience you move through is good. You start to feel a sense of peace and clarity like you've never experienced it before, and then you can look back and go, oh, I see why I had to go through that experience. And that helps you start seeing these breakdowns as necessary things for our breakthroughs. Like a diamond that we love a lot, we seem to seriously love diamonds, we're willing to pay millions for them. They need to go and spend a certain amount of time under a certain amount of pressure to be formed. In the same way, you're no different. You need to go through a certain amount of pressure to reach your full potential. And if you want a support network while you're going through those growing pains for your growth, you can download our free app, Undercover Yogi. It's brand new, and we've got a free community, free weekly live streams, and some free sadhana. We've made it for you, so you might as well. As you continue to embrace humility and face your challenges with a sense of grace, you'll start to see a transformation in yourself. That I guarantee for you. You'll become way more compassionate, more understanding, more deep, and more connected to the world around you. You'll realize that life has your highest growth in its intention, and that all it wants is to call up a deeper and improved manifestation of you as an instrument for service to the whole. So I invite you to embrace humility and face your challenges with an open heart, and know that when things aren't going well, they may actually be going perfectly. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and the breakdowns are necessary for breakthroughs. Let your sadhana give you the audacity to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and trust that everything will unfold as it should. And because surrendering to deeply traumatic events in our lives and tough challenges is so difficult, then you'll want to watch this video here. When you get this, surrender is effortless.